Hey guys, welcome back to another one of my video here in the Dungeon Studio. Today I am doing the first part of Project Brutus. What is Project Brutus? You will see when I get to the end of it. For now, I am going to do a pretty complicated pour with a lot of epoxy. I'm going to be using 2.6 liters to pour out here, and I'm gonna be using a lot of colors. I'm gonna want them kind of translucent. That's why I'm gonna be using these two spray paints. They will be the main background color. Then I'm gonna have a few streaks of opaque white. I have some other shades of blue here. I have a few streaks of yellow pearl, and then some clear with diamond metallic in it, and of course another dye of blue right here that I'm gonna try to do a little bit translucent, and why not some copper metallic, a few streaks, and then for accents I will be spraying some black in there. I'm gonna be using some gold. Well, they say it's brass, but to me it's gold. And I also have this silver metallic, and we have this. What is it? It says gilded brass that we will be putting on top, and we will be hitting it with isopropyl alcohol. So we're going to be using a lot of epoxy. I'm going to have to use a little bit fast. It's going to be about 1 finger deep. That's about 1.5 centimeters deep. That's pretty deep for a tabletop epoxy, but I think it's a dirty pour, a little thicker dirty pour. So I kept the air a little cooler in the shop. This way it will not exotherm that fast. I did warm up the epoxy a little bit because otherwise it will be almost impossible to pour out. Um, I'm gonna start with 1,300 milliliters, whatever ounces it will be on the screen, of part B, and then I'm gonna measure again on part A the same thing, and I'm gonna be mixing them up in this bucket here. Then I will do the colors. But before I get to mixing, because I am gonna be using powders, the powders are sometimes a little hard to mix. What I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna put the powders in there and spritz them with a little bit of alcohol to make a slurry, and then they will be ready to receive the epoxy right away after I finish mixing. Okay, um, I'm gonna mix for about 2-3 minutes with the drill, scrape the sides, the whole thing. Always read on your bottles to see what uh, what your indications are for the mix. Okay. Now, when you open up the paste is usually dissolved in some kind of oil. So you need to stir it up, but man, I don't know if it's because it's old or because it's cold, but this paste got solid. Why? If you guys know why a paste would get solid, let me know. Is it because it's old or is it because it's cold? Or a little bit of both. But hey, there you go. I have some 99% isopropyl here, and it seems that it's doing the job. It's dissolving the paste. I only need a little bit anyway. So you see, and this is why you mix your color before you do the resin. This is all wasted time that the resin would be working and curing up on you instead of you doing your job with the resin. So there you go. It doesn't want to do it anymore. So that's it, I quit. Uh, I'm gonna need a new stir stick. It's a good thing I brought plenty of those, right? Okay. Here we go. Doing cuts, I'm scraping it, I'm working it in. Man, this paste. The thing is, I bought it a long time ago because I was hoping will be using it, but I wasn't use it. I didn't use it. What is wrong with me? I didn't drink anything, I promise. Not yet. Still need to drive today. So, yeah, that's about it. That's about good. So, pro tip, if your paste goes tough on you, don't throw it out. Put a little bit of isopropyl in there. Start mushing it up, and your paste is back up and ready. Okay, a little more, and take it there. Trying not to take big chunks because I don't want chunks in there. I'm going to be using about this much. If I'm going to need more resin, more pigment, I'm going to take more out from this. I'm going to spray some more isopropyl on top of it, let it work, and I'm going to close it up like this. There we go. This is the white opaque dye from Alumilite. You see, all of them brand new. I wanted to use the knife. The problem with the knife is that, you see, it's the blue stuff on it from before. So we need to clean that before we put it into the white. Otherwise, we're gonna have a very pretty blue instead of white dye. Scatterbeam, where did I put it? There it is. So, stabby, stabby. Jesus, what do they seal these with? Oh my God. So, Lumilite went a little bit overboard with sealing this bottle. I mean, I saw medication bottles that were sealed worse than this thing. There we go. There we go. Now we're cutting. Come on. All the way through. Hey, not the bottle, just the cap. Oh man. Yeah. I literally cut into the plastic. I hope the cap is gonna hold. So we're gonna put the white in the cup and we're gonna be careful with it. Like I said, all of this is time that you lose and your resin would be setting up on you. That's it. You don't need more than that. A little goes a really long way with this guy. Come on. There we go. So you have to press really hard and then twist it. And we're going to prepare that with a little bit of isopropyl too. Let's spray a little bit on this blue. I'm loving it. I hope it's not going to stick to the cup and do its thing in the resin. Okay, so I did all that. What's next? Next is the famous diamond dust. Now this thing is also really, really strong. So you're not gonna need a lot because I'm doing a just little streaks with it. I'm not gonna be using a lot. I literally take about as much as you can put on the tip of this dowel. Yeah, maybe it's not enough. Man, this thing is everywhere. There, done. Pixie dust. Apparently very sensitive to uh, static electricity. Okay, so the colors are kind of prepped. And now, oh yeah, I forgot the copper. The copper I want it opaque, so I'm going to put a little bit more in there. It's also going to be streaks only, so I don't have to put a lot, even if I want it opaque, because it's not going to be a lot of resin. There we go with the alcohol. Ooh, this is pretty. Shimmering all over the place, making waves. This is going to be so cool. And I spritz myself in the face. Yay. Oh. Yeah. So watch out for that. Don't do what I did, okay? Okay, the powder is all wet. Another reason why I prefer to wet the powder before I put the resin in there is because this thing, like you saw with the diamond dust, it very easily flies all over the place. And when it does that, you're gonna inhale it, and you don't want this stuff in your lungs. And I don't want to be with the gas mask on my face all the time. So putting alcohol on it, it just keeps it in there in that oh man, I hate it when words run away from me. In that cup. You see, I'm not a woman, not a multitasking machine. I can only do one thing at a time. So because I'm stirring, I can't talk to you. Does that happen to you? If it happens to you, does it bother your significant other? Because my wife absolutely hates it. I'm concentrated on something and she's talking to me, and then all of a sudden I cannot do anything because she's there in my head going na 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 na, and then I can't do anything, and it gets me mad, and then she gets mad because I'm not responding. Anyway, you're not here for that, right? So we're gonna need 2.6 liters, okay? This is the 2.5 mark, is going to be a little higher. 2.6, it's 1,300 cc's of each. I'm going to start with part B for two reasons. One, it's because the thing is more liquid and less prone to stick to the sides of the bucket. And two, because it's so liquid, you will reach the desired level a lot faster, okay? So I'm gonna put this up to the 1 liter point, and then I'm gonna put 300 milliliters more of this thing using a cup to measure. So we go to, I'm gonna put this here because I know it's level, and I'm gonna watch through here because when you watch from inside, it's more accurate than watching from outside. So there we go. We have exactly 1 liter, 1000 cc's, and then we put 300 more. It's a little more than 300. It's very important to be as exact as you can be with your measurements, because the thing is that with this thing, every single molecule of part A has to touch a molecule of part B in order to solidify. And the more molecules of one part that you have that don't touch the other part, the more chances you get for your epoxy to either have sticky spots if it's all in one spot due to not mixing well, or having a soft cure. Okay, having a soft cure, one of the issues can be from the fact that you did mix it well, but there is so much of the other one of the other parts that it just stays liquid suspended in the hard plastic, and it makes the plastic soft. So if you don't want it to go soft on you, make sure you measure it right. So I'm going to be scraping the cup into here. That's nice. Okay, and now I'm going to take part A, and I'm going to measure 2 times 500 cc's. I'm keeping the cup at eye level. Okay, so that's one time. Now we go 2 times. And then I'm gonna do the last one with 600 cc's. Oh crap, this should not have been 600, this should have been 300. Oh well, we can always pour it back. The reason I'm confident to pour it back, it's because I scraped the bottle really well and I already put a whole lot of part A in the cup and scraped it twice more. So I'm pretty confident there's not a lot left of part B in there to react with it inside the bottle. There we go. 300. So 1.3 and 1.3 makes 2.6. That's 2,600 cc's. Why am I not doing this in ounces? Well, that's because I'm European and I was raised with cc's and milliliters. So But you can always Google it, or I can Google it and put it on the screen. I know how, if I'm gonna have time to do so, but I'm gonna do my best for you guys. And I also use CCs because I needed to measure the volume, because I also needed to know how thick this is going to be. Because like I said, it's gonna be all on its own, it's not gonna cover something. So I needed to know how much resin I need to get to the thickness that I needed the slab to be. In the next part, we're going to do another pour like this with a different color scheme. And then in the next part, we're going to do some assembly. So if you want to see what Project Brutus is, come back and check out the next video. But until then, I would say that we are pretty much okay with this thing. What do you guys think? It's not a really good idea to do what I'm doing now, because I'm putting and dripping in there this resin, and the thing is that it's gonna do sticky spots. So let's take this out. There we go. Let's try to scrape as much as we can. I did put a little bit of isopropyl in here, just a little. It doesn't hurt it. It will take it off from the cup, but it's not enough to mess with our cure, with the main batch. So let's put it in there. Let's prepare another cup for that blue. Ta-da! Clean cup. Okay, so stir stick. Scrape it in there. Take the remaining resin and put it away. And now let's get to mixing. Don't forget to scrape the sides of the bucket. Okay, so this is pretty much done. There. I'm gonna take the stick and I'm gonna scrape the sides a little more and the bottom. And I keep checking to make sure it doesn't start to get hot, because that is a sign that it's going to exotherm, and you have to dump it out right away when you feel it starts getting hot, because it will do an exothermic reaction. It will run away from you and do it, it will almost catch on fire, release a lot of fumes, and then it will be solid in a few minutes. This is not meant to sit in a bucket like this for a very long time. So this is done. One last thing really quick, I have to clear these smudges out. Otherwise I'm gonna end up with sticky spots. Now, because I put isopropyl in the form, before pouring, I will have to reapply a little bit of oil. Okay, so let's start dumping this out really fast. First, the two big blues. About that much. And this much. And the white opaque, just a smidge. It should do it. Yeah, sorry for my back. Then more translucent blue. I think I'm gonna need more of that. Okay. Just a smidge of this. That should do it. This is the paste, and I don't know, there's something about it. I don't want to risk it. I don't want to put more than that. Smidge of the yellow mica and a smidge of the copper. Easy on the copper because it can run away from you really, really fast. Okay, we're gonna put more of that. Maybe a little more clear. Well, I'm gonna need more. Oh crap. There you go. I'm just gonna leave it on the table like that. And when it dries out, when it's gonna dry out, I can just unstick it and it's gonna be okay. So I throw it in there. I'm not gonna scrape the bucket because there might be unhardened stuff on it. And like I said, I don't really want sticky spots. Well, actually, I'm gonna mix everything back into the bucket, so. Okay. There. Now, let's start mixing really fast. This is the white dye. That's a really pretty white. I think I'm gonna want more of this. And I'm gonna put a little bit more. Do I need to put more? Yeah, I'm gonna need to put more. Just a smidge. Or not. Let me check the bottom. Seems okay. Now when I dip it, I can actually see the stick through it. So that means it's not opaque. That means we can put another drop in there. Oh man. That's it. That drop is in. Okay, now it's good. Now this blue paste. And what do you know? It gets really nice inside the cup. That's good. It's nice and has some pearly shimmers to it. Keep mixing faster. Okay, it's not hot yet, but I don't want to let it get there, you know. So that's mixed. Uh, the Lumalite is so good that they didn't even mix the resin, and it just did it by itself. It just soaked in there. It's really beautiful blue. Maybe not opaque enough. But I don't think I need more than that. What's this? This is the diamond dust. This is gonna be clear and just gonna go from here to there. And there's just a little bit in there, so when the light catches it, you will see a tiny little bit of shimmer, you know, like a nice glass, and then there's a little bit of shimmer in there. And you saw how little I put in there of that stuff. Man, that thing is strong. Now, yellow pearl, mixing up real nice. It's getting that shimmer. It's translucent. Gotta love it. Scrape the bottom nicely. Ooh, this is pretty. This is real pretty. It's like a gold shimmer in there. Almost like an opal, but yellow. Oh, this is really nice. Okay. Now the copper. It takes a little bit to stir it up, but once you do, man, it's pretty. Look at that. That is beautiful. Nice and opaque. It's going to make some beautiful veins. Whew. I thought my measuring tape is going to be a goner, but it's not. Yeah, that's that little paste that I had. It's mixing, but not really. It's trying to do something. It's giving me a little bit of blue here. Oh no, that's mica powder. That's mica powder, and I need to get it up in there. That's the blue mica. That is the blue mica. Ooh, that's a gorgeous shimmer in there. That's a really beautiful shimmer. Let's see the bottom a little more. Yeah, I'm gonna need a little more mica in this one. Where's the blue mica? Clean my hands with a little bit of alcohol. And now, real quick for the blue mica. Oh man, this one deserves a little more. It's real pretty. That should do it. It's more than enough. Like I said, you can always put more in, but you cannot get it out of there. Once it's in there, it's in there. You gotta work with what you have. So, ooh, that's a really nice shimmer in there. It's a indigo hue with a kind of translucent blue. You can see through it, but then it shimmers on top, and it's making some really, really nice effects in there. Yeah, that's it. And now, for these two, take a nice dark brown. Not brown, blue, dark blue. And spray it in there good. That should do it. I might have put a little too much in there. Gotta be careful with the other one. Because we need it. We need some opaque, but at the same time, we don't want to drown out everything else. I know there's a lot of shades of blue, but once they get in there, because they're different, all different mediums, they're gonna fight with each other and they're gonna make some really, really cool patterns in there, all on their own. There's not much you have to do. Okay. And we do the other one. I should have done it the other way. The clear one first and then the dark one next. Oh well. Another stick. My dad used to say that being dumb and being cozy needs to be paid for. I was dumb, so I had to get another stir stick. Because you can put the lighter color in the darker color, but if you put the darker color in the lighter color, it will ruin it. That should be enough. Now, stir stick, stirring. There we go. Beautiful. Stir it well because the bottom is still transparent, not translucent. Ooh, this is gonna be real pretty. If you think you know what is the look that I'm going for today, let me know in the comments. I will tell you towards the end what I'm trying to do. Okay, this one's done. Now, uh, this one, we're gonna make it lighter. And we're gonna put a little white in there. Bam, custom color. It's kind of warming up, so I gotta start moving here, especially because I'm gonna put it back into the bucket. So let's start throwing stuff back in the bucket. Put this, we put this, we put some of this. I'm gonna be spraying a little black on top. And a little bit of this. Take it out. Ah. Then we add a little bit of that. Some of this. More of that. I'm gonna let that there. I'm gonna put more of this. Oh man, that purple mica. Ooh, that's the stuff. That's the stuff, man. It gives such an interest. Oh man, I made such a mess. But it's okay. Check this out. Bam. And it's not a total waste. The table was clean, so that's why I did that. Otherwise, I don't recommend it. Okay, I'm gonna put that one there. I'm gonna add more of this in here. Man, that purple is gonna make some stripes. I'm not gonna put it in here. Like that. A little bit of this. Like that. Just so random. Okay. A little more white. Now, these cups has flown out into the... if you know what I didn't do, I said I'm gonna do, but I didn't, let me know in the comments below. And for those of you that are wondering, what I'm talking about is I should wear a gloved hand, but like I said, I forgot my gloves. I'm just gonna use, yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna use directly my hand. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna shoot. Oh, that's not a good idea. That is really, really bad idea. It's coming apart in there. So I'm gonna leave it like that, and I'm gonna bring the spray real quick. Put the spray, then it's not gonna bond to that. Nope, no spray. That's what I forgot to do, to put some spray in there. Now we're gonna take the bucket and we're gonna dump it. Would you look at that? That is a thing of beauty, my friends. Ooh, that is gorgeous. Now we're gonna take this beauty. Oh man, this is so gorgeous. Ooh, that's so pretty. That is so, so pretty. Now we take some yellow mica and we try to do something like this. I need more. That is a thing of beauty. There's some more blue mica in here. do some tilting that way, tilting that way. And we're gonna do some. The reason I'm getting out of the mold is because I don't want the turning points to show up inside the mold. Now this clear is going to show up like some little fractures in there, and it's just going to sink to the bottom. Just look at at the at the bucket itself, how beautiful it is. This is some pretty stuff. Ooh, I forgot about this guy. How could I forget about him? Oh man. We're gonna do some puddles with this guy. Just doing some swirls in here. Trying to spread this around a bit. There we go. And this is how I'm gonna leave it be. I'm gonna let it set up as it is. And I'm gonna come back next week and I'm gonna do the second part of Project Brutus. Now, before I finish with this guy here, I should get to popping some bubbles. And before that, I should clean my hands a little bit, right? Isopropyl is your friend. Is your friend, is your friend. And it comes off so nice. So nice. I'm gonna. Oh yeah, I forgot about these guys. I totally forgot about these guys. First, I want to do this so that it does. I'm gonna be doing drops like this. Okay, so I take this and we do that. And immediately after, we break it up with some alcohol. And it's going to do some really nice patterns. I want to do a vein like that, and then hit it. And what the alcohol does, that it breaks up that paint and creates cells. Yeah, don't do squiggly lines. They're not cool. Okay, this is starting to set up. I just said don't do squiggly lines. And I'm gonna put a little bit of gold in this side. Just a little bit. That's a lot. Oh man, this was instant. This was instant. I was not expecting that. But okay, I'm just gonna do this to him. Yeah, I'm gonna stop now because I'm just gonna be making mud. Wait a minute, we got something here. We can do this and then roll the epoxy over it. Ooh, not bad. Okay, we got something happening. Oh man. I should have not done that. I put way too much metallic on it. Let's try this little trick. We take this, and we just touch it randomly, and we pull out the gold. Hey, what do you know? I managed to salvage it a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna leave it like that. And here we are, the next day in the morning. This is how it turned out. I will be lightly sanding with 220, and then I will pour a clear coat with just a smidge of diamond dust. So let's see that happening. All right, here we are. It's all mixed. It looks a little milky because it has some bubbles in there, but they're gonna come out. I put just a smidge of diamond dust in there. I hope I didn't overdo it because there's not a lot of resin. And yeah, all we do is we just dump it in there like this. And then if you want, you can use a brush, but I like to use my hands. And you just smear it around. You give it one more swirl. Make sure everything gets mixed one more time. There we go. Cover everything. For some reason, it feels like I have not made enough. Oh, I did. I did. Okay. It's in all the corners. It's covering everything. It's going to self-level. And like I said, don't worry about those bubbles because they are going to come out. Now, I forgot to do one thing, but it shouldn't be a problem because the resin is still fresh and a little bit tacky. So we're going to have a little bit of uh, bond with the resin. Okay, it's been around 12 hours since I poured it, and the resin in the mold was still a little bit tacky, a little bit soft. The new resin will wake it up and it will molecularly bond to it. But if I would have leave it for more and the resin would not have been tacky, the old resin, then you would have um, to sand it with a sander with 220 to make a little bit of teeth for the new resin to grab onto. And don't worry about the marks that it will leave because they will go away. The marks are not a problem. The new resin will just cover that. I have a little bit of tension here. I just tap it like that and it should go away. Okay, it's all smeared around. It's covering everything nice, making sure there are no dry spots. There's no surface tension. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but this looks amazing. Might have overdone it with the diamond dust a little bit. Yeah, I should have used about half of what I did, and it was just about the size of a peppercorn. So that's how strong that thing is. But hey, it's my second or third project. So you can learn from my mistakes. That's why we are here. Okay, it's all in there, it's all done. I'm gonna wipe my hands with some alcohol here, and then I'm gonna come in with some gas, and I'm gonna release the bubbles. Okay, so here we go. Open the valve, turn it on, and with a sweeping motion, you just go over the resin. You don't stay too much in one place because you're gonna burn it. This will do to the what this does to the resin is that it makes it more fluid, and that releases the bubbles that are trapped inside. It lets it come out. And that's about it. I'm gonna come back in about 5 minutes, do this again. Then I'm gonna come back 5 minutes later, do this again one more time. And then that's it. We're gonna let this dry. I'm getting some dry spots forming here. Just tapping them like that. That's it. I will come back next week, take it out of the form, and then do the next slab. For now, this is it. I will attach some pictures at the end to get some close-ups and to see what is going on. And then come see me next time on Project Brutus Part 2. Thank you all for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to keep the internet alive. And see you next time. Bye bye.